22.7. 14.1. 14.1. 14.7. 14 flat. 14.1. 14.1.
All right, we're ready to get going here, guys. Right bang on 7 o'clock here. First up is going to be Heat 1 of 2 for 21.5. I'll put it on the screen here so you can see where you are, but also, of course, it's on live time, which you can access through our website. All right, Brad, Seth, Greg, Brad Ringer, Austin, and Noah. How much time do you guys need? Brad Fink, Seth, Greg, Brad Ringer, Austin, and Noah. Thank you. We'll give you 5. We'll give you 5, so we'll be doing this at 7:06 on the button. Again, your 21.5 Heats 1 and 2 are going to start it off. Then we're going to go to 17.5, and then last will be modified short course.
Austin Tunney. Brad Ringer. Brad Fink.
Brutal. That's crazy, man. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, thanks, man.
Greg Harrell.
All right, guys, let's do it. Let's get everybody checked in here. Still waiting on Sethly and Noah to check in. We have Noah. Oh, hold on a second, sorry.
Noah Mel. Seth McCone.
There we go. All right, guys. Here is your running order. It is going to be Brad on the tone, then Seth, then Greg. Sorry, Brad Fink on the tone, then Seth, then Greg, then Brad Ringer, then Austin, then Noah. I will call you guys off. Oh, I'm sorry. Marshall, wait. I think we're just missing one short course guy. Should have 4 short course out there. All right, Lou's going to step in. Austin, I know, is in short course, but we should have one extra one. Oh, Jeremy, you're supposed to be out there. All right. We got some people out there. So let's go. All right, Brad Fink, you are going to go on the tone in less than 5. Seth, Greg, Brad Ringer, Austin, and Noah. 21-5, heat 1 of 2, qualifying, round 1 is in effect. I'm getting to it, boss. 90 seconds in, Brad Ringer is your leader with a 22.509. Noah with a 22.513. Greg with a 21.506. Seth with a 21.510. Brad Fink with a 21.511. Hot on Seth's tail by a half a second. And Austin is a 18.506. Noah is only 1.7 seconds behind Brad. Oh, just dropped down a little bit. All right. Jason has installed this fancy new application that allows just the race information to be displayed on our other screens around here. So you notice that the next race lineup is listed below for you. There's almost no excuse. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Brad Ringer still in the lead with a 22.506. Noah is a lap down from him with a 21.504. Brad Fink with a 21.505 has come back a little bit. Seth McCone with a 21.509. Greg with a 21.511. And Austin with a 19.508. He's picked up a lap.
Two minutes left.
And Brad's still on top. He has the fast lap as well with a 13.3. Noah with a 13.9. Brad Fink with a 13.828, and he has just jumped up to the 2 spot. Seth with a 14.381, Greg with a 14.137, and Austin with a 14.133. Seconds to go. Your tight spot right now is for that number 2 spot between Brad and Noah. They are less than a tenth of a second behind. They are less than a hundredth of a second behind each other. Now Noah has overtaken Brad Fink here. Greg is hot on Seth's tail by 0.15 seconds. And unfortunately, it looks like he had a bobble somewhere because he is now 3.1 seconds behind Seth.
1 minute left.
Brad's lost just a couple seconds here, but still sits comfortably on top with a 22.508. Brad Fink with a 21.503. Noah with a 21.503 as well.
45
right
seconds
Brad
left.
Fink. It is a battle for that number 2 qualifying spot. Seth McCone with a 21.509. Greg with a 21.512, and Austin with a 19.502. He is getting better as the race goes on.
30 seconds left. "15 seconds left.
All right, keep it going until you hear your name called. We are all still live.
Brad Fink done.
Brad Fink, you are done.
Seth McCone done. Brad Ringer done. Noah Mel done. Greg
All
Harrell
right.
done.
The Brads
All
take your
drivers
2
are
top
finished.
spots.
Austin Tunney done.
I need Austin, Greg, Seth, Noah, and Brad Fink out on the track. Austin, we're going to have you at number 4. Everybody can exit out that other side there. Thank you. You can put down your cars. Don't plug in your batteries. Don't do anything. Just put them down. Again, Austin, we're going to have you at number 4. Greg, could you please be at number 3? And Noah, we will have you at number 1 over here. And actually, Brad Fink, why don't you go to number 3
Transponder
there?
75787417325375375. Transponder 2873998.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I just switched it up a little bit.
Transponder 732573998.
Ooh.
Robert Quilter. Lou Torres. Brian Fink. Jeremy McCone. Caden Christian. Stephen Christian.
All right, your order is Lou on the tone, then Robert Quilter, followed by Brian Fink, then Jeremy McCone, then Stephen Christian, then Caden Christian. All right, everybody's checked in. We got our marshals in place here. All right, Lou, you are going to go on the tone in less than 5. Robert, Brian, Jeremy, Steven, Caden. All right, Caden has bumped himself up to the 21.5 class, whether he liked it or not, so we'll see how he does out there. All right, we are just a minute in, and Brian Fink is sitting on top, currently besting Brad Ringer's TQ time, followed by Lou Torres by just a short 2 seconds with a 22.511. Jeremy with a 21.501. Robert with a 21.501 as well, right on Jeremy's tail. Steve with a 21.506, and Caden with a 16.5 even. That is your current TQ leader coming through the sweeper there, over the switchback, around and onto the back stretch. And Robert Quilter is right behind your leader as well. Oh, and that's your number 2 over after the switchback there. Let's see how much that helps or hurts. All right, coming up on 2 minutes to go. Brian Fink still in the lead with a 22.503. Again, that is a TQ pace. Jeremy with a 21.502. Lou with a 21.503.
2 minutes left.
Robert with a 21.503. Steve with a 20.502. And Caden has found a couple laps and has an 18.510. 17.5 is next with Brad Fink, George, Brad Ringer, and Justin Carey. .90 seconds to go, and it is pretty evenly spaced. There aren't any really close contests going out there, but this particular heat is dominating the estimated positions for the overall between the 2 heats. Your fast lap is by Brian Fink with a 13.22. Robert Quilter with a 13.7. Jeremy McCone with a 14.08. Lou with a 13.83.
1 minute left.
Steve with a 14 even. And Caden with a 14.7 fast lap.
.45 seconds left. .30 seconds left. .15 seconds left.
Robert Quilter is back, so let's see how this ends up here. Looks like Jeremy has just overtaken him. Keep going
Robert
until you hear your name. We're
Quilter
all
done.
live.
Lou Torres done. Jeremy McCone done. Caden Christian done. Stephen Christian done. All drivers are finished.
All drivers
Brian
are finished.
Fink
Your finishing
done.
order was Brian, and he had a little bobble on the last turn there, and that put him into the number 2 overall spot, but we have another qualifier ahead of us. So Brian, Robert, Jeremy, Lou, Steven, and Caden. Alrighty, your marshals are going to be Caden on the bucket, Steve number 4, Lou number 3, Jeremy number 2, Robert number 1. Please just put down your cars and get back out here so we can get these 17.5 guys on the road.
George A. Brad Ringer. Justin Carey. Brad Fink.
All right, we got all our marshals in place. Steve, everything okay over there? Or do we need a minute? What's up? All right, guys, your order is going to be Brad Fink, George, Brad Ringer, and Justin. So, Brad Fink, you're going to go on the tone. Give you a minute here. Sorry, I didn't see we had everybody there. Okay, so we got everybody. So, Brad Fink, you are going to go on the tone. Everybody ready or what? All right. Brad Fink, you're going to go on the tone in less than 5. George, Brad Ringer, Justin Carey. He's on it. He's on it. Thank you. All right, we are coming up on 90 seconds in, and Brad Ringer is your leader with a 23.507. Brad Fink with a 22.506. Justin Carey with an 18.502, and George with a 17.512. But I know he just was at a bobble there, so we'll see how that actually shakes out towards the end here. Two and a half down, 2.5 to go. Brad Ringer still on top with a 22.501. Brad Fink with a 22.507. Justin Carey with a 21.509. George has found a couple laps. He's now at a 20.506. Your fast lap is Justin Carey with a 13 even. George also has a fast lap of 13 even. In fact, he's evener than Justin. Brad Ringer has a 13.26, and Brad Fink has a 13.51. Obviously, consistency is his
2
friend
minutes
here.
left.
All right, George has clawed his way back up to the third spot. Brad Fink and Brad Ringer are still up at the top there. That is your leader going down the backstretch, coming around. Watch out in the switchback. All clear. Oh, watch out of the backstretch. Caden's got it. Caden, go.
1 minute left.
Watch out after the switchback. Watch out after the switchback.
45
Fast speed, Robert,
seconds
nicely done.
left. Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds to go, and the tightest battle right now is for that 3 spot between Justin and George. It keeps going back and forth.
15 seconds left.
Let's see if George and Justin can keep it clean these last couple laps, or last lap. All right, keep going till you hear your name, please.
Brad Ringer done. Brad Fink done.
The Brad squared
Justin
is done.
Carey done.
George
All
is waiting on
drivers
you.
are
Everybody
finished.
is done, and your finishing order
George
is
A.
Brad
done.
Fink, Brad Ringer, George, and Justin. All right. Justin, we're going to have you at spot number 4, please. George, spot number 3. Brad, we are going to have you at, Brad Ringer, we're going to have you at spot number 2 over by the hobby shop. And Brad Fink will have you in front of the race director stand here at spot number 1.
Transponder 9668421.
And I need 1 volunteer for the buckets.
Daryl Doty. Maddox Doty. Robert Quilter.
All right, George, I need you back at number it was either
Jeremy
3 or 4.
McCone.
You guys just needed to put your cars down and please get to your spots. What? Oh, that's right. You had your surgery. All right. Sorry, I need 2 volunteers, please. 2 volunteers. All right, Steve, thank you. George, you think you can handle just 4 and 3 there on your own? Can you handle 4 and 3 on your own? Oh, there, recruit Caden. All right, George, pick a corner over there, and Caden will take the other one. Steve, you're going to be on the bucket. Is that cool? Thank you. We got the Brads over here at 1 and 2. I think we got it. We're good. Yeah, I think Caden's going over there. Thanks, appreciate it. All right, Austin, you're not checked in for some reason. Oh, hold on a second. It's because I got David's.
Austin Tunney.
There we go. All right, you're checked in. My bad. This new screen setup has thrown me a little bit. It might be picking up, if you go like on this side of it, you'll get a short lap time, but then it evens out because it doesn't count it until... All right, guys, we're going to get going here. Your order is going to be Daryl on the tone, Robert, then Austin, then Jeremy, then Maddox. Oh, sorry, Jeremy's out. That was quick. All right, well, we'll get him on cue too. All right, so Daryl, you're going to go on the tone in less than 5. Robert, Austin, and Maddox. You're good now. This is Austin's first time out with a short course truck, a loaner. All right, coming up on 90 seconds in, Robert Quilter is your leader with a 19.5 even. Maddox with a 19.503. Darrell with a 19.505, and Austin with an 18.506. Close race between Quilter and the 2 and 3 spot as they switch back and forth. Two and a half up, 2.5 down. Robert is still in the lead with a 25.13, but only 0.2 of a second in front of Maddox, who has a 25.13. Darrell with a 19.501, and we just had a lead switch between Robert and Maddox. Austin with a 19.515.
2 minutes left.
Darrell, that is your leader coming up behind you. Oh, watch out after the tabletop. All clear. All right, less than 90 seconds to go. Maddox is still in the lead with a 25.10. Robert only less than a second behind him with a 25.12. Darrell with a 25.14. Austin with an 18.507. Getting better every lap.
1 minute left.
I don't think he's planning on racing tonight.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
All right, no close races out there right now. All right, keep going until you hear your name.
Darrell Doty Dunn. Maddox Doty Dunn. Robert Quilter Dunn.
All right, finish it out, Austin, and we're all set here.
All drivers are finished.
Great, so it
Austin
is
Tunney Dunn.
7:43 right now. We'll just get going right at 8 o'clock on the button with your 21.5 heats. Those will be posted in a bit. right, we're about 2.5 up and 2.5 down to go. Lou Torres in the lead of this heat with a 22.512. Greg with a 21.505. Seth with a 21.509. Austin with a he just bumped up to the spot number 3 with a 21.511. Seth with a 21.514. Steve with a 20.512. Caden with a 19.503. Lou has moved into 3rd overall in qualifying.
Two minutes left. One minute left.
1 minute to go. Lou is still your leader with a 21.5 even. Greg with a 21.509. Austin with a 21.511. Just getting better and better. Steve with a 20.502. Watch the switch back here. All clear. Seth with a 25.11. And Kate with a 19.509. Lou still in the number 3 spot overall for qualifying.
30 seconds left.
Watch out after the roller. All right.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Everybody is comfortable where they are. Keep going.
Lou Torres done. Stephen Christian done. Greg Harrell done. Seth McCone done. Austin Tunney done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that is
Caden
everybody.
Christian done.
Caden, could I get you on the bucket, please? Seth, I need you over in spot number 4. Austin, spot number 3. Steve will get you over at number 2. And Greg, number 1. Lou, you can go have a pina colada for all I care.
Noah Mel. Brian Fink. Brad Ringer. Robert Quilter. Brad Fink. Jeremy McCone.
All right, all our drivers are out there. We're just waiting on our marshals. I asked somebody to go over there. Oh, it looks like Steve and Caden switched. Maybe. I don't know. And I think... There we are. Great. Okay. The order is going to be Brad Ringer. You are going to go on the tone. Brian Fink, you are going to go when I tell you, followed by Robert, followed by Brad Fink, followed by Jeremy McCone, followed by Noah. All right, looks like we are ready, so we are going to go Brad Ringer on the tone in less than 5. Brian Fink, Robert Quilter, Brad Fink, Jeremy McCone, Noah Mel. All right, heat 2 of 2, race to Q2, 21.5 is underway. I mean, you're still there's going to be eight people in the A main. I think we'll do 6 and 2 bump ups. Okay. So you're still in the A main right now. All right, we are coming up on 90 seconds into Q2. Brad Ringer is at the top with a 22.5 even, which will beat his current TQ. Robert Quilter with a 22.510. Noah with a 22.512. Jeremy McCone with a 21.5 even. And Brad Fink only 0.02 of a second behind Jeremy. Brian Fink with a 21.514. All right, half a race is in the books. Half a race to go. Noah Mel is up to your lead with a 22.514. Sorry, Robert Quilter just jumped ahead with a 22.514. Noah with a 21.5 even. Brad with a 21.508. Jeremy with a 21.509. Brian with a 25.11. And Brad with a 25.11.
Two minutes left.
Watch the back, watch the back. Stay low, stay low. Oh. Brian lands it. .90 seconds to go, and Quilter is your leader with a 22.514, and Noah is 0.3 of a second behind him with a 21.5 even. Rest of the pack is pretty well spread out. Brad Ringer has your current fast lap with a 13.49. Noah has moved himself up into the overall 3 qualifying spot. We'll see if he can hang in there. We are going to do an A and a B main for 21.5. We're going to have 8 in the B main, 2 bump ups, and that will give us 8 in the A main.
.45 seconds left. .30 seconds left. .15 seconds left.
it going.
Robert Quilter done. Brad Fink done. Brian Fink done. Brad Ringer done. Jeremy McCone done.
All right, just need Noah to finish, and we are done here.
All drivers are finished. Noah Mel done.
All right, that is your race. Finishing order was Noah, Robert, Jeremy, Brad Ringer, Brad Fink, and Brian Fink. Your overall qualifying is Brad Ringer, Brian Fink, Noah, Robert Quilter, Brad Fink,
Transponder
Lou,
9668421.
Greg, Seth, Steve, Austin, and Caden. Okay, if I could get... One second here. Got our short course guys out here. Okay, can I get Brian on the buckets? Brad Fink in spot number 4.
Maddox Doty.
Gonna have Brad Ringer at number 3. We got
Daryl
Quilter
Doty
and Jeremy here. So Noah, I need you at number 2. And I just need one volunteer to be at spot number 1. The driver's
Robert
Lou
Quilter.
Torres stepping up to the plate. I want to point out that Lou moved up quite a few spots. He's finally dialing in that Mugen that he got at the best
Austin Tunney.
goddamn hobby shop in the land. Lou, I owe you a race card too, by the way. Not that kind of race card, like the one that...
Jeremy McCone.
Okay, everybody's checked in. Looks like we have our marshals in place, so we are going to get things started here. Robert, you are going to go on the tone, followed by Daryl, followed by Maddox, then Austin, then Jeremy. All right, Robert, on the tone in less than 5. Daryl, Maddox, Austin, and Jeremy. All right, Q2 for your modified short course truck is underway. One shot after tabletop, all clear. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's going to try it all over again. One more time. There he goes. He got it. All right, 90 seconds down. Robert Quilter is in the lead with a 20.507. Daryl with a 25.15. Maddox with a 19.501. Jeremy with an 18.503. And Austin with a 16.519. Oh, watch out in the switchback. All clear. All right, we are over 2.5 minutes down, and Quilter is still in the lead with a 25-12. His fast lap is a 14.73. Maddox in second with a 25-14. A little over second behind Robert. Darrell with a 19.5 even,
2
and
minutes
Jeremy with a
left.
19.507. Austin with a 17.505. Positions mostly have not changed since Q1, except Jeremy being in this race has helped him significantly. He is now up to the 4th spot overall qualifying. Good save, good weight there, Robert.
One minute left.
1 minute left, and less than 5 seconds separates your leaders here, 1 through 4.
"45 seconds left.
Now it's less than 4 seconds separates 4 of the drivers here. No room for error.
30 seconds left. "15 seconds
All right, you
left.
guys are really going to have to drive this all the way out into the end because there is very little separation between spots 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of them are very close.
Darrell Doty done. Maddox Doty done.
All right, can Jeremy finish his lap here clean? He has moved into
Robert
second overall.
Quilter done. Austin Tunney done.
One more jump to go. Can he finish it clean? And
all drivers
he
are
does.
finished.
Moves all the way up
Jeremy McComb
to the
done.
number 2 overall qualifying spot. All right, Austin, gonna need you on the bucket, please. Everybody put down your trucks and get right back out to Marshall so we can keep things going. Darrell, please have you at position number 4. Maddox, number 3. Jeremy, just put it down and come out to spot number 2. Robert's way ahead of me, so there we go. On the money. Gold star for you, Robert.
Brad Ringer.
You like, I think you twist
Justin
the bottom,
Carey.
then it folds back up. All right, there you go. It's a good
George A. Brad Fink.
All right, everybody's checked in. Your order to start here is George, you are going to go off first at the tone. Justin, you are going to go next, followed by Brad Fink, then Brad Ringer. Now that was close. All right, George, you're going to go on the tone in less than 5. Justin, Brad, and Brad Ringer. Sorry, guys. Yes, Brad Ringer, you're up. All right, race 4 of Q2, 17.5 is underway here. All right, pretty clean racing out there so far as we come up to the 90-second mark. And with 90 seconds in, it's pretty much everybody on the same lap for the most part. George with a 23.510, Brad with a Brad Ringer with a 22.511, Brad Fink with a 22.511, Justin Carey with a 20.507. Separation between 2 and 3 is just 0.6 of a second. 0.3 of a second. Your current TQ is George with a 23.512. Watch out at the switchbacks. All clear. All right, 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. George A. is still your leader with a new TQ pace of a 23.508. Brad Fink with a 22.508. Brad Ringer with a 22.514. And Justin Carey with a 21.504. Unfortunately, that 22.507 is still just short of Justin Carey's 22.503, so Brad Fink has a little bit of work to do. Got to shave 4 seconds off that time.
Two minutes left.
Watch out in the switchback there. Watch out in the switchback. All clear. .90 seconds to go, and your closest race is between spots 2 and 3, with just a little over a second separating them. But Brad Ringer has moved up 1 spot. Brad Fink has moved down 1 spot in overall qualifying. George and Justin remain 1 and 2 for qualifying positions overall.
One minute left.
1 minute to go, and your fast lap for the group is 13:04, set by Brad Ringer in the 16th lap.
45 seconds left. $30 left.
Everybody's fastest lap has come in the last 5 laps, including the new fast lap of 13:026 by George in the 20th lap. 15 to go coming up here.
15 seconds left.
It goes George, Justin, Brad Ringer, and Brad Fink. If George can finish clean, he'll have a new TQ.
Justin Carey done. George A done.
Still waiting on Brad and Brad.
Brad Fink done. All drivers are finished.
And all drivers
Brad Ringer
are
done.
All right, we're going to try and speed things along here. We are going to get going at 8:45. All right, Justin, it did have a missed lap for you, so you are up in the 2 spot. So I don't know. Move your transponder because now you're the only one that it's missing. So I don't know. I upped the sensitivity and everything like that. I don't know. There's much more that I can do. I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, like I said, you're the only one now. So I don't know.
Caden Christian, Greg Harrell.
is for somebody special in the building, celebrating their 5-0 with us.
Austin Tunney.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
All right, Brian, happy birthday. Big 5-0. Thanks for spending
Stephen
it here with us at
Christian.
Jammers. Hopefully that doesn't get us a copyright infringement on our stream. But I think it was worth it. Okay, guys, we're going to get going with our 21-5 B main. That's Jeremy, Greg, Seth, Steve, Austin, and Caden.
Greg
Let me
Harrell.
figure out who we need for marshals here. 1 second. All right, well, your A main guys. So we need Lou on the bucket,
Caden Christian.
Brad over at number 4,
Jeremy McComb.
Robert over at number 3, Noah at number 2, and Brian, the birthday boy, over here at number 1. All right, we're going to have you line up on the back there. Lou, you might have to, just for the start, scooch all the way over into that corner there. So your order is going to be Jeremy, Greg, Seth, Steve, Austin, and Caden. So Jeremy, if you want to go all the way up to that dot there, close enough. Greg, Seth, Steve, Austin, and Caden. Lou, does that meet your approval? No? No, he's going to adjust. I knew he was going to. All right, this is your 21-5 B main. 2 bump ups to the A. All right, marshals ready. Drivers ready. Gladiators ready. We are going to go in less than 5. All right, almost a clean start there, but we're keeping it underway here. Nice wheelie down the back stretch there, Stephen, keeping it under control enough. Greg has managed to keep himself out of the melee, and Steve moving in the 2 spot. Caden in 3. Seth moved to the 4th. Austin in number 5, and Jeremy must have had some trouble there on the back. All right, 90 seconds in, and your leaders are going down the backstretch. That's Greg in the yellow and Steve in the black and white. They are separated by less than half a second. Watch out on the switchbacks. We got a big turnover problem here. Watch out on the switchbacks. Thank you for staying clear, guys. All right. right, 2 minutes down. Greg is still in the lead with a 21.502. Steve Christian is a 21.503. He is just 0.6 of a second behind that. Austin is moving to 3 spot. Caden in the 4. 1 and 2 are up in front there. Austin is 4 seconds behind. He's got some work to do if he wants to get up in there and get to the A main. But right now, Greg and Steven are comfortable. I don't know how hard they want to battle it out and risk dropping down into 3rd and losing a spot in the A main. The McComb boys are out. Some breakage, I think.
Two minutes left.
All right. Austin taking an interesting pattern around the track there, but he got it done. Two minutes left. Greg and Steve are staying about within a second of each other, but not getting in any trouble. Got clear track ahead of them, so it's all on them to keep it clean. All right, and Caden doing a great job moving up from novice class to 21.5. I think this is a place for him now. He's doing a nice job. Steve has closed the gap to 0.3 of a second there, but Austin is 9.5 seconds behind.
1 minute
so
left.
Not impossible if one of those two gets stuck.
"45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
Oh, a nice barrel roll there, Steve. Way to land it.
"15 seconds left.
All right, finish the lap. You're on.
Greg Harrell done. Steven Christian done.
Greg and Steve are moving up to the A main.
All drivers are finished.
Everybody is finished.
Austin Tunney done. Caden Christian done.
All right, I need everybody from that race except for Greg to come back out. But I'll give you guys a minute because I know you guys got to hook your batteries back up and stuff like that. But we're going to need Jeremy on the bucket. We need Seth over at position 4. We need Caden over at number 3. Austin at number 2. And Steve at number 1. Like I said, I'll give you a minute there to plug your battery in and get ready for the A. It is 17.5, I believe. 17.5. It's going to be short course. You guys are at 21.5. A main is going to be the last race of the evening.
Brad Ringer. George A.
Good luck.
Justin Carey, Brad Fink,
All right, everybody's checked in. Just waiting on our marshals here. Caden. Jeremy, I need you on the bucket. And Seth, you're over at number 3. Yeah. Okay, we got them lined up there. Justin, George, Brad, Ringer, and Brad Fink. That is the order here. Looks like we got everybody in place. All right, everybody's ready. Justin, George, Brad, and Brad, you are going to go on less than 5, 17-5. All right, we are 2.5 in, and the order is Justin, Brad, George. Sorry, 1 second. Order is George, Justin, Brad, Ringer, and Brad Fink. All right, we are coming up on 3.5 minutes in and 3.5 to go. George A is your leader with a 32.7. Justin Carey with a 31. Brad with a 30, and Brad Fink with a 28. right, 2.5 to go. George is still your leader with a 32.701. Justin with a 31.707. Brad Ringer with a 31.709. And Brad Fink with a 29.711. George A has a pretty comfortable lead of 12.5 seconds. Brad Ringer with 13.9.
2 minutes left.
Watch out in the middle stretch there.
One minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. "15 seconds left. Brad Fink done. Brad Ringer done. Justin Carey done. All drivers are finished.
All right, we're going to do
George A. done.
stickers and podium pictures at the end here so I can get this moving along a little bit. I just want to review these results as well. It's only last one, it was only Justin. It didn't count Justin and George missed another one. He missed 4. I messed with that, and then I messed with this, and it went the other way, and it was registering it better. So I think I got all your laps correct. The sensitivity, yeah. I put it the other way, and it was catching all of your stuff after that. Ringer, George, you, and Brad. No, I got that one. Let me get to it. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's get you guys back out there to Marshall, and I need one person, and I'm going to take them from the B main 21.5. Austin, could I get you out on the bucket, please? And then, oh, sorry, Austin, no, not you. Caden and Seth, actually. I need you guys out there because I can't have Justin. Caden and Seth, can I get you guys out to Marshall? Just take whatever spots are open. You guys are young, athletic. You can do it.
Jeremy McCone.
All right, if I get you guys to go around one more time, please. I had to just figure some stuff out there.
Robert Quilter.
Your order is going to
Maddox
be
Doty.
Quilter,
Daryl
Jeremy,
Doty.
Daryl,
Austin
Maddox,
Tunney.
and Austin. Thank you, Caden. Seth, you're good. Brad, I see you over there. George, you're going to take that little triangle area there? All right, great. Thank you. All right, Caden, can you just put the red truck in between the yellow and the blue there, please? All right, drivers, if you're ready. Marshals, if you're ready. We're going to get going. 7-minute main here for your modified short course, starting in less than 5. All right, nice clean first lap there. All right, we're about 90 seconds in, and a surprisingly evenly spread out field here. Everybody's about 2 seconds away from each other. Closest battle right now is Quilter and McCone, just a little over a second between them. All right, coming up on 3 minutes in, and Jeremy has taken the lead. He's just a second ahead of Robert now. But it is still very close as they come through the midfield there. Robert taking an interesting path there. And your leader, Jeremy, is coming down the backstretch, followed by second place Robert, very close by. Maddox is in third, but he is about 3.5 seconds behind. He can probably still catch him. Darrell behind him, and Austin bringing up the rear. It was actually a fairly close race for 1 and 2. We got half a race to go here. 3:30 down, 3:30 to go. 2.5 to go about. And even though that first and second battle is pretty close, not a lot of drama. But here we go. Now it's getting real close in the backstretch there. Coming through the west side, coming through the tabletop, 1 and 2 in the air at the same time. Robert has a little bit of rough landing there, puts him a little bit behind here. Daryl, thank you. Jeremy open it up on the backstretch there. Two minutes to go.
left.
And it's still very tight for that 1 and 2 spot. They are separated by less than 0.5 of a second. Thank you, Daryl. We're down to less than 0.3 of a second between 1 and 2 there. We're going to come over that tabletop, front of the driver's stand, through the switchback, over the loop. It's still about 0.4.
1 minute left.
Robert lost a little step there, but I think Jeremy's going to have to keep it clean for the last minute here.
"45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
All right, Robert has closed in now, but now is the
15
time where he has to
seconds
make
left.
his move because we have 13 seconds left. They might be able to get one more lap in here, but it is going to be down to the wire. They're coming through the switchback here 5 seconds to go. They are both going to get another lap in. They're going to have to battle it out for this last lap. They go down the back stretch, over on the west side there, over the roller, and they're going to come over that tabletop.
Maddox
Both
Doty
land
done.
clean, almost.
Daryl
In front of the
Doty
driver's
done.
stand, it is going to be down to the wire here. Switchback. Jeremy
Austin
takes a little
Tunney
long.
done.
It is tight.
All drivers are
2
finished.
tenths of a second between
Jeremy
1 and
McComb
2.
done.
Great battle there at the end.
Robert Quilter done.
All right, excellent, excellent racing there, Jeremy and Robert. Maddox in the 3 spot. My heart's pounding. That was incredible. Nicely done. All right, Greg and Steve, I need you guys up here too for this A main 21.5. Steve, if you could just cross over right away, that'd be great. I got to add you in here.
Noah Mel. Lou Torres. Brad Ringer. Robert Quilter. Brian Fink. Brad Fink. Stephen Christian.
All right, and then if I could get Greg to cross over one more time. Greg, if you could cross over one more time. All right. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that over there.
Greg Harrell.
All right, and I need one more marshal over on the west side there at position number 3. Anyone could volunteer, that'd be great. Thank you, Seth. All right, your order is going to be Brad Ringer, Brian Fink, Noah Mell, Robert Quilter, Brad Fink, Lou Torres, Greg, and Steve. All right, looks like we got our marshals in place. Drivers, are you ready? We are going to go in less than 5, 21-5, A main. All right, it is very tight. Birthday boy gets out to an early lead. All right, a minute in, and Brian managed to miss all of the tangles up at the beginning there. He's got a clean track in front of him and a little bit of space behind him. Followed by Brad, then Noah, then Robert, Steve, then Lou, then Brad, Fink, and then Greg. Two minutes in, we had a lead change. Brad Ringer moves up to the 1 spot. Brian very close on his heels with 1.5 seconds behind. Noah's still in the 3 spot. Robert in 4. Lou has moved up to the 5th spot. Brad Fink in 6. Stephen Christian in 7. And Greg in 8. Very close midfield here. Right into the marshal's hands. If you're going to do it, that's how you do it. All right. Your leaders are coming up behind you guys, so give them some room. That's your leader in the pink and blue. Number 2 spot coming up behind you, Greg. Thank you. Thank you. All right, another 50-50 rail by Lou Torres there, practicing his Tony Hawk moves. Brad has pulled out to a comfortable lead, nearly 6 seconds ahead of the number 2 spot. Brian in number 2, but he's comfortable in number 2 ahead of Robert Quilter, who's 5 seconds behind him. Brad Fink's moved up to number 4. Noah has dropped down to the number 5 spot, followed by Steve, Lou, and Greg. We have 2.5 seconds left at Jammers Raceway's number 1 class here. We had a C main on Sunday for 21.5. Watch out after the tabletop there. Okay, it is clear there.
Two minutes left.
Less than 90 seconds left. Brad Ringer is 7 seconds ahead of number 2, Brian Fink. Brian is 8 seconds ahead of Robert Quilter in the 3rd spot. Then it's followed by Steve, who's moved up from the B main to the 4th spot. Followed by Brad Fink, then Noah, then Lou, then Greg.
Oh. 1 minute left. "45 seconds left.
"45 seconds left. I think if your podium spots just keep a clean race, they'll stay where they are. I'm not sure there's enough time to catch up to each other.
30 seconds left. "15 seconds left. Lou Torres done. Stephen Christian done. Robert Quilter done.
Across the finish.
Brian Fink done.
And Brad's going to get his
Brad
victory
Fink
lap
done.
here.
Noah Mel done. Brad Ringer done.
And that is your race.
All
Brad
drivers
Ringer,
are finished.
31.
Greg
7,
Harrell done.
13. Brian Fink with a 30.706, and Robert Quilter with a 29.704. All right. I'm going to get some. Actually, can I get George and Justin up here? I need to go over your results. Justin and George, if I could get you up here, please.